Hello, Namaste, welcome back to Flora Plethora. A gardener is incomplete till they don't try their hands on edible plants. So, this video is on the most common balcony garden vegetable, the tomatoes. We will cover in details about the variety of tomato that I have grown, key rules or tips to follow for growing healthy and disease-free tomatoes. We will also see the complete life cycle of growing tomato plant from seed till the fruiting stage. Let's start with the selection of variety. Now I have chosen here cherry tomatoes, which are low in acidity and therefore they are milder and sweeter in taste. Three plants that I have grown are of yellow cherry tomato variety, and one of them is the regular red cherry tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes are disease resistant. They give us higher produce, they ripen early, and they are very easy to grow. They take very limited space, and therefore cherry tomatoes are generally in top few vegetable plants that balcony gardeners prefer. Here we see the final results. These small yellow berry-like fruits that you see are actually cherry tomatoes. I harvest bunch full of them every week, and they are so yummy and delicious in taste. So let's get started with our life cycle of growing tomato plants. Along the way, we will also keep covering on the important tips or factors for growing a disease-free tomato plant. I had ordered these seeds online from Amazon. Just wet a tissue paper and then place some seeds inside it and keep this tissue paper inside a glass jar. Within a week's time, you will find that all these seeds will sprout and they are ready to be potted in soil. Make sure that you keep them in medium light conditions. And here comes our very first and the most important factor while deciding whether we'll be able to grow a disease-free tomato plant, and that is the selection of right variety of tomatoes. So always do a little research and go for a disease-resistant hybrid variety. You will find many of them online. This stage that we see is actually a result after 10 days when I had placed those sprouted seeds in the soil. So I have in my observation seen that these variety of tomatoes are very slow growers in the beginning, but eventually the results were great. Now the second very important factor to keep in mind is to make a right mix of soil. While growing any fruit or vegetable plant at home, especially in pots, be very sure that we are using a healthy soil mixture, because there's a limited amount of soil and nutrient available for the plant. We are not growing them in grounds. Also, we are not very expert, and we will also not want to use harmful chemicals to grow the plant faster or keep it away from pests and diseases. Therefore, having a healthy mix of soil is very important to give these plants a good start. So in case you are using an old soil mixture, then make sure that you remove all the dead and debris from the previous plant, and then you spread that soil on a newspaper, keep it in sun for few days so that it's completely sterilized. Also in the soil mixture, we can add mustard cake or neem cake powder, which are natural disease resistant and pest resistant element, and they make our soil very rich in nutrients as well. So they have given me really good result. And so the third important tip is using neem cake powder. This is how the plants looked after another 15 days when they had grown proper shoot system and I had transplanted them in bigger pot. Now the fourth very important tip while growing tomato plants is right amount of watering. Touch the soil and water tomato plants only when you feel that the top few inches of the pot soil are dry. If you give them more water, it will catch fungus. If you give them less water, your plants will be weak. To stimulate more branching and faster growth, we have to keep pinching the plants. That's the thumb rule while growing any plant from seed. So when you see that one stem is getting very leggy and it's just growing as a single stem, you have to pinch it from the top so that the plant produces more amount of branches. The more branches we have, the more fruits we will have in future. Although the ideal pot size would have been at least 20 inches, but I had space constraint, and so I had put up one of the plants in just 10-inch pot, but it still started giving buds and producing flowers, and I was extremely happy for that. The red cherry tomato is the one that grew comparatively faster, and these are the result after 45 days from seed sowing. So that's when I noticed that there are flowers, and it will eventually start fruiting. Now, this is the right stage where you should keep adding some source of calcium and other important nutrients for the plant so that it also fruits well. Mine is a high rise apartment, and so there is good amount of wind. I did not have issue with pollination, and all these flowers, they produced good fruits and they turned into tomatoes. Make use of some sticks available to give support to these delicate branches of tomato plant. Tie them with thread in multiple areas so that the branch doesn't fall down and touch the soil. Now, if you would notice, I have placed marigold plants close to these tomato plants, and that's with an intention. So another important tip to have a disease-free tomato plant is to grow a lot of marigolds close to it. Marigolds are the best natural remedy to protect our vegetable and fruiting plants from the pest. Now, also ensure that none of the tomato stem or leaf touches the soil, because that would invite fungus and mealybug attack. Placing lot of marigold plants close to your fruit and vegetable attract all the pests on marigolds instead of our tomato plants. Ensure to remove all the dried and damaged stem and leaf to save against fungus infection. Monsoons are the most favorable season to grow tomato plants. So if you want to invest zero efforts and time to keep your tomato plants away from mealybugs and various other diseases, grow these plants during monsoon. Because it keeps drizzling every day, your plants remain little moist, and mealybugs and common pests do not lay their eggs on moist leaf and stems. Mealybugs are the most common issue that keep troubling us while growing tomatoes. So ensure that in all other seasons you give your tomato plants a good shower every evening. Yes, every single evening. So these were few quick, easy and practical tips to grow disease-free tomatoes. I'm sure that these tips will work for you just like they did wonders for my garden. If you found this video to be useful and informative, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.